Hello and welcome back to Digital Assets Daily. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are in your corner of the world. A few articles I want to discuss today: how India could skyrocket the crypto prices. Article goes into explanation of how the Reserve Bank of India, the Supreme Court ended the ban on cryptocurrency trading. And then as it goes into the article, it states that India so far has no clear regulations for the cryptocurrency industry, but having the backing of the Supreme Court may go a long ways towards increasing the valuation of the top cryptocurrencies. RBI has vowed to appeal the judgment that overturned its ban on crypto exchanges, but this judgment may be the starting point for a big price boom in the cryptocurrency industry in the long run. Next article is we have the Marshall Islands are forging ahead with their CBDC plans. And within their CBD plans, they are considering, or actually not even considering, they are using Algorand. So what's interesting with Algorand is the Bank of America explores blockchain with the help of Ripple and Algorand. So even Bank of America is working with them as well. Speaking of that, I wanted to bring up another article that discussed the blockchain firm Algorand also announces its Sharia certification for Islamic finance. And I thought was really interesting. As we are aware, and we've already discussed on this channel, but distributed ledger protocol Stellar acquired a Sharia compliance certificate in the money transfer and asset tokenization field in July of last year. The SRB examined the capabilities and applications of Stellar and released guidance that allows Islamic financial institutions to use the Stellar technology. Then another thing that I found pretty interesting in regards to Stellar is there's an article now that actually came out this year. Stellar Lumen's price rally towards $3 predicted by 5-year ascending channel, stated from the trader. We'll go into this as I had not seen it before, and I thought it was pretty interesting because that would be a huge leap if so. Brian Goldberg, host of the Inside Stellar podcast, which addresses the events and trends of the Stellar XLM blockchain, conducts an interview series titled Stellar People Building Stellar Projects. Yesterday, he sat down with amateur technical analyst and trader Yannick Laplante from Canada, the two discuss basic technical analysis tools, the first steps of a digital asset trader, and the elephant in the room. As I scrolled through the article, two things caught my attention in regards to Stellar, stating that within 6 months, Stellar should hit a $3 new all-time high. And then in the article as well, it stated within 2021 to 2022 that it could have a new all-time high of $100. So I thought that was pretty exciting and interesting. So we'll see what happens. Switzerland's Crypto Valley Association head says CBDC is a good idea. And the association president, Daniel Hodenschild, said that the central bank digital currencies are the next logical stage. The Hodenschild explained to Cointelegraph he believes CBDCs are the next stage in the evolution of decentralized finance, and he claimed there are currently 34 CBDC projects. So I wanted to finish off this video with the CBDCs provide greater monetary control but face risk of becoming too dominant. The BOE deputy governor states. Also, Bank of England deputy governor during a talk at the London School of Economics had stated this. A few things that I found stood out to me in this article was he had too much of the traditional current regulations favor the old instead of the new technology. Another thing too was the stable coins for underbank but pose considerable risk, and as you get into the article, it discusses the stable coins, which according to him may help in the reducing of friction and expenses with current payment methods, while also providing improved services for the underbanked. But he also stated that the retail cross-border payment systems are still relatively undependable, slow, and overly expensive. So at this point, it seems the confidence of the central banks seem to be in the wholesale area of the CBDCs. He did state that the CBDC was more of a risk-free form of money, like meanwhile it could provide a risk-free form of money, according to Cunliffe. So we know this is something that's happening, as we've just shown that Algorand is becoming the CBDC of Marshall Islands. We've already discussed, I think we went into a dozen of different gold-back CBDCs about 5 months ago in a video. And we also discussed that NEM was the central bank digital currency for Lithuania and Venezuela. So it's happening. It's coming. It's here. It's not a question of will they stick around? Is this a trend or a fad? It's the real deal. It's here. It's not going anywhere. And it's going to be here to stay for a long time. You think of the currencies, you know, a minimum of 40 years, and this is just beginning to take effect and become, I guess, current and part of our day-to-day. So this is exciting. I want to finish off with a final thought. Everything you've ever wanted is on the other side of fear. And if you've been around here for a while as a contrarian investor, I'm sure fear and concern has been in your mind many times. But at this point, I don't think it's there any longer. It's more probably anxious or excitement. Again, guys, this is not financial advice. It is for entertainment purposes only. Wishing you much love. Until the next one.